Hey guys, it's Michelle McCosh and we are live at 5. I wish I had started with some really funny thing live at 5 because now 5 years later I can't say anything but this. Sticky. Hi Maria. Hey Doris. Hi Norma. I was like, could have said, hi, it's Cameron Diaz's sister or something, but no, I had to do something boring. All right. Hey, Leslie. Hey, Elena. Nobody on Facebook yet. I'll give it a sec, unless the comments aren't working. So I was trying to clean my desk today because it is a bit of a pigsty. And before I put these dies away, I thought, well, I'll just show you. And I grabbed some different paints to use. Well, actually, I lie. I have two areas. The one I showed you, which is the big area where I demo, and then there was a doorway I think I pointed out in the video. I've got a separate room and I keep all my golden paints. Hey Chantel. I keep all my golden paints there. So I was actually grabbing these to put them away and thought, well, I'll stop, maybe I'll use them. So, okay. I think maybe Facebook is not working today. Because nobody's, oh, nope, I saw one thumbs up. Strange, oh well. So these are 3 dies from Sizzix. This one, they're from Lisa Jones. No one knows who she is. This one is called Wild Blooms No. 1, Wild Blossom Borders, and then Wild Blossom Corners. So they're really fun. Well, you had problems with Facebook? Yeah, it's weird because my hands are all pixelated there. Like kind of like a robot looking thing. Maybe it's AI. But I really like these dies, the way they cut. I was in and out there. So I'm gonna just open the 2 sets. So I'm not sure if I mentioned it on a live or if it was in one of my private class videos. But what I do is I tend to die cut a lot of black pieces and a lot of white pieces because I like to color things. Okay, Selena's saying Facebook's wonky. So yeah. Hi Andrea. Yeah, it looks like it's being a nightmare for everybody on my live. So Selena just wrote in the comments to come over to YouTube if anybody's there. So anyway, I die cut a lot of black and white pieces because I like to color things with different mediums. So I thought I would die cut a couple of these pieces and show you how great they are. We can obviously paint some of them, but let me grab, I pulled some black scraps out. So I just die cut a couple. I wonder if Facebook's been bad all day or if it's just on the live tonight. And while I was putting it away, I found my pokey tool. Hopefully these will be back in stock at Sizzix soon. But I don't know if you can see here. It gives you the debossed leaf vein up the middle. I'll try and make that show up a little. Yeah, you can see it there. So it does do the embossing and debossing at the same time for pieces, which is really, really nice. So let me see if I can cut like a flower. Oops. Let me cut a couple different things here. Because we'll paint them with some different stuff. And then I can turn around. Hi, Teresa. Oh, Teresa, I was wrong. It's not purple fabric that's coming. It's indigo. So the Tim Holtz Indigo fabric is up online. I put that up today. And be sure to check out my website on Saturday, Saturday afternoon. Let me see, I think I'm gonna cut one of these flowers. So these are interesting because it's a whole sprig, 2 different kinds, and then you cut the other pieces and layer it on top. So I'm gonna do them in white and the flowers in black. So let me grab a piece of white. It's kind of heavy, that one. I've got white strips. We're going to use this. Or we're going to find a bigger strip. We're just going to go with the heavy. I'm not going to whine. Yeah, we do have these in stock, Elena. They are fun dies. But what I like about these is, let me just cut this and I'll show you. On the package. So you could put a word right in here, right? Because it kind of mirrors the look. So the big one is going this way and this one on this way is going that way. See how they're opposite? So it's kind of fun to put a big word through there if you're doing cards. Okay, so let's just do this. This is a heavy watercolor paper. We'll color this one green and then we'll cut the flowers out in black and color those with some iridescent paint. Sorry, my fingers are hurting today. My hands are, so it's a little fiddly for me. Let's cut a couple of these. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Jackie. Oh, so it is a mess then for everybody. Jackie, missed you in the class last night. The recording's up under your name, by the way. I was trying to add another art journal class in 2 weeks. Just to let you guys know, I'll try and do that afterwards. Oops. Let me do this properly. Let me not look away at the screen and then try to run it through with another die in there. What a twit. Like that felt wrong. Okay, let's just move this out of the way. Let's get my so my leaves and my base, let me just poke out the bits from the base, or I could do that later. Okay, now, yeah, Facebook is still down. How weird. It says there's 3 people watching, and I know one's Selena and one's me, so. I'll finish that later. Let's paint it. Okay, so we need some kind of, let's see what we can do here. I have an interference blue. Let's try it. Oh, no, it's okay, Jackie. We just missed you. Vicky, yeah, we found out, let me make sure the cap's off. Vicky, we found out the, oh, I'll just take it off actually this way, that something wrong with Facebook today. So this is a fluid acrylic by Golden Paint. the thing about golden is they are 0 fillers, 100% pigment and binder. So that means you need very little paint. Okay, so I'm going to pull that up in a second, but let me see what else I've got. I have I've got a red one as well. I'm just going to, hi Belinda. 15. Oh yeah, 15 on, so I guess everybody's coming over because now we're down to 2 on YouTube. Everybody's coming over from there, that's good. Let's just make this one red. So you can see the white coming out of the tube, or out of the bottle, I should say. I'm gonna hold this up in a second and you can see the color. And did I bring a green? I didn't bring a green. Oh no, I did. I just have to read. Put that in the water. I'm just going to hold them up so you can see them. So look how pretty they are on black. So that was an interference green and interference red, and this one is a blue. Oh, sorry. Belinda, is that better? Yeah, they're very, very awesome. It's interference colors from Golden, so it's the fluid acrylic line. But they are so pretty, and they have shimmer in them as well. But what I'm going to do, let's see, let's do this. Obviously, this is not going to be blue or green or red on the white, so I'm going to grab, let me grab something in green. This is the Infusions Emerald Isle. Yeah, I was cleaning up my desk earlier. It's like, oh my God, someone comes in here at night. I know they do, and they just throw shit everywhere, stuff everywhere. So I'm just going to paint the leaves. Let's do on the white part so you can see. I'm just going to paint the whole thing because we're going to put the other flowers on top, so it doesn't really matter. But I just wanted you to see how cool these dies were because it's the reverse with this particular one, so that you can, you know, put the word hello or love or friend or something in the middle, and it mirrors either side. So, okay, I'm going to dry that very quickly. Yeah, it's all about the shimmer. See, I'm not a glitter person, I just like shimmer. So here, you know, you would layer up the flowers. They would sit on the top. But how pretty is that? And the fact that it mirrors the other way. So let me, which one did I do? I cut out that one. So let's cut out this one. So hopefully my paper artsy order will be here tomorrow. It's still showing for delivery tomorrow, but it doesn't show it as being in this country. UPS might not. Hey Lynn, I was thinking about you the other day. I hope you're doing okay. I meant to send you a note saying, hey, I was thinking about you. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just can't do glitter. Maybe because it goes up my nose and everywhere. But I'm definitely a shimmer person. Again, my fingers aren't working with the fiddly bits. See, then this is something that you would like, Elena. The infusions have a walnut crystal in them. So it's got that vintage look. And if you wanted to add the shimmer, you could just add a little bit of clear shimmer in with it. And so the fun thing about infusions is that you can, like I just put some down, I mixed it so you don't see the brown walnut crystal in there. But if I was to do it, and I'll do it on this one. Sorry, I'll punch this later. If I was to do it this way, let's do it this way actually. Let's put this down here. So can you see those different colors coming out, or is it too far away? Let me hold it up without making it run. So you can see all the different shades of green in there, but there's also a walnut crystal. So that brown kind of dissolves at a slower rate than the other. So you can control the amount of brown that goes down. But if you wanted to add shimmer, you could. And there's a couple of different ways to do that. So let me just spread this around. Let's just pick up some green. Good job, this is heavy watercolor paper. I put a lot of water on it. Okay, so now if I wanted, let's dry it a bit. So if I wanted to add shimmer, I can take a clear shimmer like this one, which is called Fairy Fluff, and I could have mixed, instead of using water, I could have used this. So you can see it's kind of very vintage looking, right? This, you can see some of the brown. Because I mixed a lot of water in there, the turquoise bits that were in there are gone. Just trying to poke out some while I'm not boring you too much with that. But let's say I wanted to make this less vintage. And I know I show this all the time, but there are some new people here today. I have to do that when my fingers are working. I can take some of this, I can spray it directly on, or just spray some on my surface and pick it up. So now when I dry this, hey Pat, Facebook isn't working very well. Everyone here is on YouTube today. It's pixelating and not showing the picture. So if you search for my name on YouTube, it'll come up. So Belinda, you're number 2 today. And you were a 3. Must be based on comments then, that crown number thing, because Elena, you've got 1. And I don't think you had before. We're trying to figure out this silly little crown thing. Yeah, Elena, you didn't have 1 to start, and now you've got 1. Right, so I don't know if you could tell that. It's still vintage looking, but it has a little bit of shimmer to it. So I'm just going to twist it until YouTube catches up with me, and then we'll see if you can see it. I'm sure you can't because I can never seem to show the shimmer. But it is shimmery with still being vintage. Yeah. But can you guys see on this die cut the embossed or the debossed parts on the flowers? So you can see it's made the indents in there. So you could have them like this on your piece. Let me make this one match by adding some of that shimmer. Yeah, so Jackie, I think it was a fun class last night. I still have to just finish my page, but it's almost finished. Okay, so let's see. So this one that was cut could go right here. These can just, you know, poke in as extra bits, which I think that was from the other set. It was from the other set, that flower. So on this one, you know, if I was to color this, it would go right on top. So you could make them all 3-dimensional. This one I think goes here. Did I cut any more bits out? And I think that one was from the big set too, the flower. So you shouldn't try to play with 2 sets at the same time. But you see how cool that is? And then you have that word in the middle for a card. Let's just grab a card base. You can see it better. Obviously I need to color these, but I want you to get the idea. And then the words hello, or whatever you want to say. Isn't that cool? I just thought it was a really pretty die, and I thought I'd show you before I put it away. So I am going to color some more pieces though, and poke them out because I have a couple minutes if you want to hang out. I'm trying to finish things and then put them in little boxes so I can hoard them. So yeah, hopefully Paper Artsy will be here tomorrow, and that fabric will be here tomorrow as well. And then, oh, I didn't tell you guys, you'll be the first to hear about it. So I believe in August, I will have some, remember how we did the 49 Market mystery boxes? Well, this time we've got them from 49 Market. And it is My Network's exclusive product again. So we'll have a limited edition, it'll be graphic 45. Not sure what's in the boxes because, you know, it's a mystery. But, and I'll find out the date for you. But I think it's sometime in August. And then, let's see what else is coming. Ciao Bella's another 2 weeks out for a restock, I think. maybe late next week. And then some more is coming from All and Create, and I think that's mid-end of next week as well. And then Graphic 45, the new Halloween collection, which is what I think I'm going to use for our MemoryDex box kit. That is going to be here, I think, at the end of the month. Nope, the mystery box is not 49 a market this time. Now it's going to be Graphic 45. So, all right, let me paint some more of these up. Let's do them in let's do them in the green. But you know, we do this sometimes with inks. This just gives you a little bit of a better application because obviously when it's dry it is waterproof because it's an acrylic, but you can use a tiny brush and get into different places. I just think that green is very pretty. Did I cut any more bits from that one? Yeah, this one's from that die. All right, I should go ahead, finish these, glue them together, and I'll put a picture up. So let me hold those up so you can see. Because they're tiny and it's far away. See how pretty they are green? That is the box that I'm hoping will be here tomorrow, Michelle. Like I said, we've had 5 or 6 orders outstanding. We have 2 left that haven't come in. And I think this one is the Allison Bomber. I thought the one that came in earlier this week would be her, but it wasn't. So hopefully that'll be Friday. And then there's a new release at the end of the month. We've got Tracy, Joe, and Seth, new at the end of the month. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go because it is 5:28. I'll glue this all together and put some pictures up on Facebook. But I just wanted you to see the iridescent paints as something different. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you at 5 o'clock tomorrow. Bye.